19:45 bus to Glenfinnian, and it took half hour to reach Glenfinnian. I went and had a look at the monument, and then from the vantage point saw the Jacobite steam train returning from Mallaig across the viaduct. Then I've walked up the estate road to the Boffey, and I'm the only one here. So I'm just sitting outside in the sun, which is just about to disappear behind the hill across the valley. And I'm cooking my soup, drying out the tent, and sending message via Yellow Brick about future plans. So tomorrow hope to go to Sowley's, and day after to Inverary. Maybe 1 or 2 nights at Inverary, possibly just one. Then ferry to Mallaig, which I believe costs £11, and then another ferry from Mallaig to Armidale, and finally bus to Broadford, and that will put me into Skye. And first section I'll look at will be the Culin Range. Might stay there 3 days or 4 perhaps, then bus up to Portree, and then do Trottenish Ridge, and then around to Duntulm and back to Uig. Maybe 3 or 4 days in that section, then bus back to Fort William, and then have time to do the West Highland Way. I'm thinking back to Glasgow. So that's my latest plan, and the forecast I saw in Fort William was maybe 1 or 2 showery days, but there's a few fine days in there as well. Time is just after 7 a.m. on 15 September and at Corryhully Boffey. Last night I was just settling down just as it was getting dark, around 8:30, and 3 people walked in the door. There was Gary, a 65-year-old Scotsman, and a young couple from Belgium. They'd come independently, or Gary and the couple, but had arrived at Glenfinnian at the same time and had walked up the road to the Boffey. Gary had come from Inverary and via the ferry and Mallaig and train, and the Belgium couple had come up from Glasgow via train to Fort William, then bus. The Belgium couple had harrowing experience on the West Highland Way. Apparently the young woman had entrusted her pack with her baggage company to be taken from Milngavie to the campsite near Drimmen, and it was delivered okay and put in the so-called baggage shed. Yet when the couple arrived at the campsite, the pack was not there. Reported on the CCTV, a van or something or other came up, and a man got out and stole the pack. In one day, with the help of the baggage company, resolved her passport issues and re-equipped herself with all new equipment in Edinburgh, and given up the West Highland Way as being too crowded, and now at Corryhully Boffey doing essentially the same as what I'm doing. They're going to go to Inverary. So it's a nice day outside, I think. Forecast is good. It's going to be a bit boggy on the other side of this big hill that have to tackle straight after leaving the hut. And it's quite a long walk to Sowley. Met Alistair, the estate manager. Just had a chat with him. All dressed up nicely in his tweeds. They're hunting up on the tops. Just wanted to be sure, where I was going to be walking. And I'm at the top of the saddle at altitude 474 metres. The map shows the track going through the forest. However, local signage by the estate has diverted the track through this very swampy swamp. I am now accompanied by Christoph and Marianne, and neither of them like walking through swamps. Straffen, we seek out the road and follow it all the way to Achul Bothy. It's 9:41 and leaving the Bothy. Last night in the Bothy, I was speaking with this American couple, and they were highly recommending visiting Eigg as the place to go after finishing the Cape Wrath Trail at Inverie. So that will be my plan for the future. The scenery's beautiful. Very impressed today. Nice sunshine, not too hard walk, and spectacular scenery. Sun's rising later and later, so moon will soon be setting. Temperature inside the tent is about 15 degrees Celsius before I open the door, so maybe cool down a bit. No midges.